Good evening, Mr. Kenny.
How do you do?
Maybe she means Mr. Kenny. That's what you wanted to see, wasn't it?
Now, wait a minute. Are you sure?
I saw him downstairs by the door. Can you see him? He's got a big white hat on.
Yeah, I can see his head. It's moving. Oh, it's gone. Gods, why doesn't he stand still?
He might hear you.
Here he comes. Oh, gosh. I could spit right on him.
Oh, goodness, told George.
I never spit on a producer before.
I'd adore spitting on a producer. But not this one. He's our only chance. We can't get him to see us. We're sunk.
Fine thing, having to see a producer through a peephole. Well, he's down there. Let's go see him. Not all at once. You'd think we were crazy.
Somebody should go down.
Yeah, should be a girl. Producers like girls.
Oh, not me. I'd be scared to death.
Not Dottie. She's too dumb.
I get it. Okay. Put on something awfully luring, Kate. Let's see. I got that dress I wore in Anybody's Woman. Brought down the second act curtain, remember?
Yeah. And then the audience went home, I remember.
Well, it's kind of brazen, isn't it, Kate? This ain't no corn husking bee, Marge.
Dainty would not stoop for the evening.
Hello?
How did you get in here?
I came in through the pipe. I always do.
Well, please go away. I'm busy with a bouillabaisse here.
Makes a nice song title. Busy with a bouillabaisse.
Matter of fact, you know, Ballard was written to a bouillabaisse once. Thackeray wrote it.
No.
Yeah?
Can you see anybody?
No. You're a very pretty girl, you know that?
Thank you.
What was it you said you came here for?
We want to be an actress. I mean, we are an actress.
Well, I can't imagine why you came to me.
You're off at Kenny.
Me? Oh, no.
You know?
No. I'm just the chef.
Well, couldn't you speak to him about me? That is, if you're not afraid to.
No, I'm not afraid to speak to him. As a matter of fact, he respects my judgment. What makes you think you can act?
Well, my teeth, for one thing. The most beautiful teeth in America, the judge said.
Trying to bite your way into theater, huh?
And besides that, I'm the healthiest girl in Creek County.
Where is that?
Iowa. I was queen of corn at the fair.
Well, that ought to help. Healthy, you say?
You see? I have got something Arthur Kenny might want.
Yes, I think you have. I think he might.
He does come here sometimes, doesn't he? Oh, I know he doesn't live here, but I've heard he visits once in a while. I've often wondered why.
Well, Arthur's a very sentimental man. You might not believe it. He used to live here when he was very poor. It was in this apartment that Arthur wrote his first play. Beautiful little thing.
Was it successful?
He never had a chance to find out. He came home one night and found he'd been locked out.
Mrs. Garnett.
You know her?
I know her.
Well, his trunk was in the house and his play was in the trunk. Later, when he came back with the money to get it, it was gone. It was a terrible blow. Like losing one's first child.
Where'd it go?
You said you knew Mrs. Garnett. Well, she thought she'd sold the trunk. She wasn't sure. So that's why Arthur keeps this apartment, comes back sometimes just to get away from everything. Also hopes that sometime Mrs. Garnett will remember what became of the trunk.
That's an awful lot to hope.
Well, and of course, he can always cook. You know, Arthur loves to cook. We shall know soon now.
No?
No.
Hey! Wait a minute. You threw it away, all that food.
Why, I wouldn't feed that to my pig.
Why, you capitalist, you bombastic bagpipe.
What did you call me?
Bagpipe. You wait till I meet Arthur Kenny, and I will meet Arthur Kenny. He's not the kind of man who throw perfectly good food away, I'll bet. I'll tell him he took food out of people's mouths.
I didn't take anything out of anybody's mouth. And you keep out of my mouth.
When I think of those kids upstairs wrestling for a dime's worth of hamburger, I could... Bagpipe! Bagpipe! Go ahead and spit.
What did he say, Kate? Will he see us?
It wasn't him, it was his cook.
Well, did he say whether Kenny was coming back or not?
He doesn't know anything except about cooking. He's fish tapping.
That's probably Mrs. Garnett coming after the rent.
I don't suppose you happen to have a loose egg about you, do you?
What?
Well, I have a rather exciting idea, and I need an egg.
I haven't any loose ones.
No, I didn't suppose you would have. I tried those people in there, but there's nobody home. Thank you.
Man but a rush against Othello's breast, and he retired. Where should Othello go? Now, how dost thou look now? This look of thine will hurl my soul from heaven, and fiends will snatch at it.
Oh, gee, was that good? What are you reading?
A letter from home.
What are you crying about?
Our prize sow ate all her new little babies.
What?
They often do that.
Very intelligent. Something that should be practiced by the human race.
Norman, don't say things like that.
Well, I mean it. That's the whole trouble with the world, overpopulation, you know that.
But wouldn't the wrong people be eaten up sometimes? Supposing Mr. Kenny's mother had eaten him up when he was born.
All right, supposing.
Norman, please don't be morbid. It's very depressing when you get morbid.
I'm hungry, and it's very depressing when I get hungry, too.
Coming strong. I don't know what you're belly aching about. If it wasn't for Dossie, you wouldn't be eating at all.
Did you hear that? Rubbing it in. You're paying the bills.
Please don't be mad at me, Norman. I'll stop paying them if you want me to.
Dottie. And let 4 innocent people besides ourselves starve to death?
I just don't want to do anything that would make you mad at me ever, Norman.
I'm not mad at you. Can't you see I'm hating myself until I can hardly stand it? Haven't you any perception at all?
Guess not, Norman.
Don't you think I know how much of a heel I am? Letting you buy the food and pay the bill? A girl?
I wish you didn't feel that way, Norman. I'm happy here and I wouldn't be anywhere else in the world. I want to be with you. I mean, with all of you.
Well, I guess it is a little different from life in Poopsville, Illinois.
Yes, it is. That's why I'm always afraid that Daddy might find out about us all living together. I don't think he'd like it.
No.
See, he's part elk and part lion, and besides that, he's part Rotarian.
Yeah.
So you can see a man like that probably wouldn't even understand about you not wanting to finish being a dentist.
Please don't say that word.
I'm sorry, but people not in the theater can't possibly understand why it means so much to people in it. Daddy would probably think that finishing being a D-E-N-T-I-S-T would be a very fine profession, for instance.
Dottie, have you ever looked in somebody's mouth?
No, I don't believe I ever did.
Well, look in mine. Now, how would you like to spend the rest of your life looking at a thing like that?
I wouldn't mind. I mean, I guess it all depends on whose angle it is.
From anybody's angle, it's horrible. Well, don't you worry. We'll get a break somehow.
Yes, Norman. Somehow we'll get Mr. Kenny to see our...
Oh, he hasn't been here for weeks.
But he will be maybe any night now. Really, he will, Norman.
We can just hold out.
We can.
If we do, it'll be due to you, Dottie. And after I get to be a success, you know the first thing I'm going to do? I'm going to get you front row tickets for opening night.